Welcome to the channel, guys. We are back again for another First Impression Fridays. And today I'm going to talk about two fragrances that I think are gourmand fragrances. One from the House of Oud called Almond Harmony, and the other one from 4160 Tuesdays called Sunshine and Pancakes. So stay tuned for that. If you like First Impressions, top 10 list, fragrance reviews, and cologne comparisons, hit that subscribe button for more great content. So I am, somewhat of a fan of 4160 Tuesdays. I've certainly had a few of their fragrances or tried a few of their fragrances and really enjoyed them. Over the Chocolate Shop is still probably my favorite. This one sounded really awesome. If it smells anything like pancakes, sweet pancakey type of thing, I'm probably sure to like this one. House of Oud, I only tried one fragrance of theirs. I think it was Dates Delight. And I actually was not overly impressed by that fragrance. I didn't really like it that much, but I still loved their presentation. Wanted to give them another chance, another shot. So here is House of Oud Almond Harmony. I'm actually gonna, I'm gonna start with the pancake one. I am gonna start with Sunshine and Pancakes from 4160 Tuesdays. Maybe I have a little bit more expectation, but let's just dive right into this and see what we get. I'm hoping to find at least one great new sort of fall winter gourmand fragrance. I certainly get a little bit of a citrusy top. There's something else there that is actually really hard to pin down. Not very sweet. It's almost a little bit of like a slight spicy floral kind of feel. I might even say it's a little bit of a bubblegummy kind of accord. I'm going to say right off the rip anyways that nothing in here really reminds me of pancakes, which is a little unfortunate. If you guys do know a fragrance that smells like pancakes, let me know. I would love to try it out. I do enjoy pancakes, and who wouldn't love a fragrance that smells like pancakes and syrup? It does have something in it though that gives me a little bit of a floral accord. Very surprising. It's not overly sweet at all. In fact, I don't really get that much sweetness in this fragrance, so I'm not sure why it's called Sunshine and Pancakes. But again, it just has a little bit of a fresh, citrusy, slightly spicy floral kind of a feel. Nothing too sweet, nothing too pancakey. Nothing really, I do kind of get the sunshine feel. It does have a little bit of a somewhat bright, fresh opening. But like I said, nothing too pancakey. I'm going to move over to Almond Harmony. Going to hope this one is going to change, sweeten up a little bit. But especially right now, I'm not getting the name of Sunshine and Pancakes. And it really doesn't remind me of pancakes or any gourmand in general, to be honest with you. But here we go with the House of Oud Almond Harmony. I do like almonds, so let's see what this one smells like. Hopefully there's a nice dose of like a sweet almond something in this one. So that one is much sweeter. It's not overwhelmingly sweet, but there is a definite sweet almond feeling right there. Even off the first rip, it actually kind of reminds me of like, there's this really awesome like almond cookies, and it doesn't to me remind me of Italica, which I do often compare to like almond biscuits or almond cookies. This is like a sweet kind of creamy almond feel, but it smells quite different. Like it smells a little bit more like these dry almond cookies that I used to have. I think mostly my grandparents had these cookies. And there would be little chunks of almonds that you could see in the cookie. And it really reminds me of those, having this nice almond kind of feel. Not overly silky or lactic, I guess, as you do get with Italica. It does come across a little bit more dry. Nice and sweet, not overly sweet. It does have a nice feel to it though. This one is much better than Dates Delight so far. If I do recall, this one does have florals in it, and I definitely get a light feeling of florals in this, although it's definitely not overpowering. It's not too much for me anyways. I'm not a huge fan of florals in general. And this doesn't come across overly floral, but it does sort of seem like maybe a basket of almond cookies sitting on a few flowers or something. You do get this very light floral feel. Now, it's not full on powdery, but I do feel like there's a little bit of it almost seems like there's a little bit of a coating to the almonds. And it's hard to really describe it in any other way than being slightly powdery, but it does not come across powdery, and I don't really like powdery fragrances, so for me this is something a little bit different, but it does seem almost like maybe there's a light sugary coating on top of the almond cookies. But yeah, almonds, a little bit of sweetness, and a little bit of florals. The florals are definitely in the back seat, which is, for me, nice. I'm going to head over to Sunshine Pancakes, see if it's developed a little bit, see if it's changed a little bit, see if it's evolving, hopefully a little bit sweeter, a little bit more pancakey. It does have something familiar about it, to be honest with you. There is a bit of a spicy, fresh vibe with this fragrance that really does remind me of something else, where there's this spicy freshness with a little bit of an almost sharp feeling. I would say this is not even remotely sweet. It is a little bit soft. Maybe there's like a very light sweetness in the background, but nothing This is much more of a fresh, spicy fragrance, at least up top. And that's interesting. I really was kind of hoping for something a little bit more fall wintry, but especially the way it's playing out right now, it's much more of a spring, summer kind of fragrance. I don't know how much it evolves or how much it changes. Very fresh, spicy. And I really don't remember the fragrance that it reminds me of, but there is definitely another fresh, spicy fragrance that this one reminds me of quite a bit. So, it doesn't have a super unique factor, but it definitely doesn't smell exactly like something else. It's okay. Not what I was looking for, not what I was hoping for from the fragrance, but it is definitely not unpleasant at all. I think Over the Chocolate Shop is still going to take the cake for being my favorite from the house. Now this one, like I said, a little bit fresh, spicy, maybe some very faint sweetness, but nothing really. It's much more of a fresh, spicy fragrance, at least up top, at least in the first 5-10 minutes. And so for me, this is much more of a casual, fun fragrance that you wear in maybe spring, summer. But it's definitely not the sort of fall, winter, gourmand fragrance that I was hoping for. It is nonetheless nice, but again, not what I was looking for. Now, just to go back to Almond Harmony, see if it's changed at all in the last couple of minutes. Give it a little bit of a check out. It still definitely has that, that's kind of what it's like. It does have that almondy cookie with a maybe light powdered sugar topping. This is really nice. I definitely pick up the vanilla in this one. There's got to be some kind of vanilla or something. But altogether, it does have this really nice almond vanilla vibe, and it's nice that it sets itself apart from Italica, which does have almond, vanilla toffee, a lactic kind of feel to it. Now it does manage to have sort of like a similar idea without smelling really anything like it. It's quite a bit different. And I'm not sure if that's really the combination of the florals in there with the sweet components and the almond, but this is a really nice almond fragrance in my personal opinion. If you like almond fragrances that do definitely have a little bit more of a gourmand feel to them, this is one I would heavily recommend checking out. Definitely much better than Dates Delight. This one I'd have to really wear and see what it's looking like and what it's smelling like overall with the performance. But on first impression, I like this one. This is why I always like to try, more than a few fragrances from a house, because you can always get, a couple fragrances your first couple tries that really just are not for you. And you know, I feel like every house has something to offer. Really nice almond biscuit with a sort of a powdery sugar, sort of a sugared powder feel. Very nice fall winter evening, probably the best because it does have a little bit of this kind of sensual feeling that a lot of gourmand fragrances have. It does have a certain element of class. I think you could wear it to a little bit less than a casual occasion. So if you're going somewhere nice and you want to smell nice, I think this one would fit in. It does have a nice quality to it, and it does definitely, you know, have a certain level of, you know, class, and it doesn't feel like just the sort of party or fun or casual kind of fragrance. There's something a little bit more to it there. Overall, very, very nice. Really nice if you like almond or vanilla kind of fragrances. Check that one out. And that one for me is definitely the winner of the two here. You know, if you've tried anything 4160 Tuesdays or the House of Oud, let me know in a comment down below, and I'll try and check those ones out in the future, of course. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.